Hi ladies, decided to jump in and make this video for you. Usually, we're taught to do videos, the public sharings, when we're like all edited, all ready to go, all prepared, all planned, planned everything out. And I really want to break those laws and rules, because I do believe that the empowered feminine is all about channeling the divine in the moment, and it's about sinking deeper into the presence of the moment to grasp the most precise and the most precious and the most sacred divine truth. So the piece I wanted to share with you right now, I'm here, by the way, a little bit of backstory. I am in my own private retreat that I created for myself, solo retreat. I've been coming to this place in Sonoma County, Northern California, Fort Ross Lodge. And I've been doing these retreats with my clients, and at some point I decided, well, I really love this place, but I never have a chance to enjoy it myself just for my own personal needs and my own personal desires, just being with my own self. I really love my own company. Totally could spend a week here, not just a weekend. But so I booked this retreat. Initially I planned to go to a monastery in Big Sur, and I booked 3-day retreat there for myself, the beautiful lodge there, like really isolated, remote place, and was excited about it. However, recently, because of this heavy rain in California, the road, Highway 1, collapsed around that monastery. Can you imagine that happening? And I remember a few days before this video, I was working, and I think I was having a session with a client, and this notification pops up. There's some kind of automatic stuff that pops up saying like your reservation is cancelled because Highway 1 collapsed and we can't take you. And I was like, whoa. That already happened before, in August 2020, last year, when I booked my personal retreat and the wildfires started in California. So I couldn't go anywhere, I had to stay at home. And I canceled my personal retreat at that time, right? And then there were like lots of different things going on. My business is really rocking. I have all these clients coming for personal retreats. I was traveling to Utah. I started to work with new women and all these great things happening. But at the same time, I feel like, wow, I really want that for myself, right? So when this message came through, immediately as soon as I got some free time, I jumped online and I decided to go to Fort Ross. Okay, so I know this place. I've been here with my clients before. I absolutely adore this remote, very simple, very beautiful, it's like bare feet luxury, I would say. It is not like 5-star hotel like everybody goes to show off, but this is very deep, private, safe, organic, authentic space for me, with a personal rocky beach right there. Over there, it's time after sunset, and this incredible space. And when I decided to book this space, the only room was available was this the most beautiful, the most luxurious space they actually have. So the full ocean view lodge cabin with a personal hot tub, king size bed, you know, your own like fireplace that you can make for yourself. All the great things, and it closest to the ocean. Oh, somebody's coming there. All right. Some man came. There are some chairs there standing, but I'm here by myself. So I jumped in and booked it right away because that was the only one that was available at this time, and I got it. And that was the best decision, inspired action of the year, I would say. At least 2021, right? So this is just the story behind what I want to share. And while I was sitting in this hot tub after driving, exploring Northern California coast and Highway 1 all the way to the north from Fort Ross, what came to my mind is that, you know, we seem to judge feminism movement these days because it's like, okay, women got really powerful in a masculine way. They started to make lots of money. They started they became men in many ways, and then they feel like they don't really receive much from the masculine, right? And they kind of have forgotten how to receive from the masculine by doing everything on their own. And that is kind of my life story. If I look back, like, yeah, I actually never dependent on a man before financially. Like, I never my ex-husband actually lived in Ukraine for 2 years, and I supported him completely. And my girlfriends were saying, like, why are you spoiling him? He's taking tennis classes and massage and he doesn't do much. I was like, and then my male friend said, like, well, I was trying to tell you that he's not quite right for you, but you told me, well, Vita, I can afford it. Well, you know, when I was sitting in this hot tub, I realized, well, I think we had to go through this transition stage of making money on our own and creating our own, you know, resources, because thousands and thousands and thousands of years we couldn't really provide for ourselves, so we were always seeking a male as a harbor or like as a shelter to provide security and resources for us. So women have been living in survival mode for thousands of years, and they actually didn't have a chance to completely take care of themselves. Yeah, maybe there were some cases where women like pop up, like the queens, when they were more independent and they had their own free will to execute, but they still had to lean a lot into masculine, and then there was more an exception than and normalcy, right? So when the feminism happened, I feel it was very, very beautiful and important step for us women to practice our own independence and to be able to create those resources, so we don't lean into this codependency from the masculine, and we don't trade our truth, our sexuality, our power, our desires, everything basically for the sake of survival or protection or, you know, providing resources. Yes, masculine represents provide and protect energy, but it doesn't need to be in this channel of kind of prostitution, right? when we trade something that is valuable in exchange for resources or protection, that is not okay. That is not right. It's not commercial transaction. It doesn't need to be traded directly like that. And as soon as this channel is contaminated with this trading, or like, I give you this if you give me that, it immediately kills the sacredness of connection between masculine and feminine. The masculine is willing to give to the feminine unconditionally for inspiration that she provides, her beautiful power and truth, uncompromised by how much it costs. What do I need to do in order to deserve it? Anything like that. That is kind of like the Prostitute Channel, and it can apply to women and men equally, by the way. They projected it on females a lot, but there are lots of male prostitutes out there as well, trading stuff. And those ones who buy, by the way, on the buying side, they're also engaged in that activity, in creating that channel of trading. And this is the prostitute archetype, by the way. So the ones who buy and the ones who sell are the same. Now, what I realized, like sitting here in my own hot tub, I realized, well, I never traded my freedom, my truth, my desires, my needs, my value as a soul, as a woman, as a human being, for any kind of resources. And that makes me kind of stand out and say, well, I didn't really compromise myself or my values for the sake of protection or providing resources. And I do believe, that this is when I realized, like, yeah, I totally see how we want to have that balance between masculine and feminine. But in order to transition to that side where we can say it is not compromised, it is not contaminated with trading and commercial transactioning, prostitutioning kind of channel or energy, we need to be able to find it within ourselves. It's like, who is providing for me? My own inner masculine, my alter ego. I created this alter ego, the man who I admire within myself. His name is Dominique, and he's very powerful and resourceful man who can always find a way to provide for me, and I can always ask him to provide more if needed. And I can be completely feminine within my own internal universe in my relationship with my inner masculine, my Dominique. He provides everything, including the personal hot tub. And that makes me free and independent in a way that I don't trade my values. I don't trade myself for like man providing for me, or society providing for me jobs, or anything in external world. Basically, I don't drop into that trading level of energy exchange. My standards are really high because my Dominique provides for me. He never fails. And that is my realization, and this is my maybe a message for you. Who is your inner masculine that can provide for you, that magical masculine that is always ready? It doesn't take too much. Remember, it doesn't take too much time for the masculine to provide and protect, because it's connected to masculine sexuality. Like, masculine sexuality is very fast and fiery, the same applies to the capacity to provide and protect. And when you find that energy within yourself, because we all have it, you can access it at any time. Your alter ego in inner masculine can provide for you at any time if you develop a very deep, meaningful, and consistent relationship with him.